All right, let's go. First live stream ever. Me and UDLR.
What's up, man?
Going on? How you doing today?
I'm good. Capitalizing on the baby's naps right now, so it's a good time.
Let's go. Love to hear it. Cool. So I think just like we'll feel out some NBA final stuff. We'll go over the MLB slate a little bit. Keep it short and sweet for the first stream,
Okay.
and yeah, just kind of go from there.
Sounds
So
good to me.
cool. So if you just want to start off, tell us a little bit about UDLR. Um, where the heck you guys came from, what you're about.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically kind of like it's full disclosure. Like I'm the content guy. I didn't create any of the models or anything else like that. It's just I use these tools. I've been using them since day one. So it's really a unique thing. The UDLR, it's like the sports analytics, the platform to use them. They specify in data and prop projections. So it's like we started, or UDL started out with MLB, the home run model, which a lot of know it was great last year. We're getting it fired up now, and the data's coming in better. And we moved to NBA. NFL was a real fun time, and I'm actually really loving the UFC right now. It's a good reason to get back into
Nice.
UFC as well. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that, and I know there's some things in the works for possibly later in the year to come out as well. So, just doing that and enjoying it.
Very nice. Finally get some warm weather, right? For the home
Yeah,
run model.
yeah. That last, oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible for here too. Like I live on the East Coast and it's just wet and nasty.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
100%. It's yeah, tough little week or two for hitters, right?
yeah, for sure.
Cool, man. Well, no, that all sounds good. I definitely reference your guys' models often for just different things. I use it as a baseline sometimes, like go through
Okay,
all my research and then just check out the model and like, okay, they
that,
like it too. So
that's really cool to hear you say
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Cool. And then just like a little bit about myself for you all that don't know. Just been doing this for a few years now. Actually started as a crypto Twitter account that just having fun, just posting some crypto insights, and then did the same thing for sports, and eventually just had a bunch of people wanting to hear more and more. So just slowly grew, and here I am today, just still
That's
doing it.
cool.
So it's fun. It's fun for me to just really deep dive every single day and try to help out whoever I can. So
Okay, that's cool.
yeah, sure. So yeah, let's hop into the finals. Finals
Yep.
tomorrow, game one.
I,
Um,
I'm a big basketball guy, so I don't know about you, but this is like Christmas
yeah,
time.
absolutely. Yeah, doesn't get much better than the NBA finals. And I'm a Knicks fan, so
Oh, even
um,
better.
doesn't
So you're
get
like, yeah,
better
you
than
got it.
that.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that. So, yeah, who do you got? Who you got winning the finals? How many games is this thing going? What do you think?
I'm a huge Wimby guy, so not to be contradictory to your Knicks over there,
Oh,
but
hate to
uh,
hear it.
I love it. I'm a Bulls fan, so this time of our franchise, you got to have another team another player that you cheer for because we're just always done every year. But no, I really like Wimby. I go back and forth whether I think this will go 5, 6, or 7
Hmm.
games. I think 6 is like the safe one, but it's like I could easily see it going 7. We kind of talked a little bit before earlier about this, but it's like there's so many great matchups in this series, and then there's so many. Like one of their games was a 2 point game this year, and one of them was a blowout. So it's like this truly is
Hmm.
could go many different ways, but I see it end up going. I would say 6, but and I would say the Spurs take it at 6. I think the Spurs
Okay.
win game 1, just being at home and all that energy that's there. I could see it being kind of a blowout too. Like a lot of times when teams have, how many days do the Knicks have off? Like, I don't know, 10 or
Too
something like
many.
that. Yeah, too many. So it's like sometimes that happens a lot where it's like they come in rusty and they're just not ready to play, and the Spurs are coming off a 7-game series, so
Yeah.
they're already loose. What about you?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Um, I'm also a six. I think it's gonna go six.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it goes seven. I definitely really like the over 5.5 games, no matter what. I think it's gonna be very back and forth.
Okay.
I think it's a little juicy though. The best line I think I saw was minus 165. So tough to play that, but
Mm-hmm.
I definitely still think it goes at least 6 games. If I had to choose, I would say Knicks in six. Probably a little bit of a bias, of course,
I was gonna say, is that
but
your heart or?
no, I really, hey, this Knicks team gets a lot of slack because it's, in the East, it's not facing, maybe the best teams. Their only two losses are against the Hawks, and it was by one.
Hmm.
But if you, like, they literally did the best that they could. They swept
Sure.
two different teams in a row. They they have like the biggest winning margin ever. Like, what else do you want them to do despite being in a weak East? Like they destroyed everyone they've been playing. So it's
That's a good
hard.
point too. They didn't just come out and drop the games. It's like they dominated, which is what you want them to do, and so that's a good point.
Yeah, like what else do you need to see for
We
them
won it by
to
30 every game. It's like, hold on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And so yeah, I think they're not getting enough credit for what they've been doing. They just get kind of written off that they're in the East that isn't as strong, which is totally fair. Um, but if OKC or if the Spurs came in the East and have been dominating like the Knicks have, I think they would get way better ratings than what the Knicks have been getting. So
Hmm.
I still think they're underrated, in a sense. I think that this long break isn't their first rodeo. They had the same long break versus the Cavs and ended
Fair.
up winning that game by a lot. So, although to be fair, I think they did look very rusty in that game one,
I was gonna say,
especially at
was
the
that the one
beginning.
that they came out flat and or like came back by 20 or
Yeah,
whatever? Okay, so yeah.
very obviously flat. So, yeah, I mean, I think they've had this break before, and
Hmm.
um, the one thing I also will say is the Spurs might have a little bit of a letdown. It's hard to say that since it's literally the
Sure.
NBA Finals, but
That's actually a really good point too. Like all the energy that they spent, like, oh, we beat
yeah,
OKC, and all the
Game
media coverage that was
Seven,
getting with the flopping and all that stuff. So yeah, that's a good point too. Like, oh, we did it.
yep, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Wemby celebrated like it was the finals, which I don't blame him. I don't
Right?
blame him
Yeah.
at all, and I don't like that people are giving him crap. I love that he cares, but at the same time, it's like um, maybe a little bit of a letdown.
Hmm.
But it is the NBA Finals, so the energy still might be there, and um, it might not be a letdown. Of course, they're at home. I'm sure Spurs Arena is going to be rocking, so it's
Sure.
very interesting to see what's going to happen. But if I had to choose, I'd say Knicks in six.
Okay. Quick question
Yeah.
to ask you: do you think where we're both saying they could come out potentially both flat? Do you ever consider taking the under on a game like that, game one, or?
Yeah, I mean, on a normal day, like if this was in the middle of the season and, say the Knicks won the NBA Cup, which they did against the
Right.
Spurs team, very interesting. Um, and then maybe a little bit of a letdown game and just a normal regular season game. Um, Both teams come out flat, not as much energy for a regular season game. The biggest factor is that it's the NBA Finals, and who's not going to be hyped up and ready to go for that? So I would say on a normal day, of course, yeah, take the under. Definitely lean that way, but at the same time, it's hard to say with the NBA Finals.
Okay.
And these lines are sharp
Sure. Yeah. Like
across across all sports. The Super Bowl, the World Series, like these are the sharpest lines you're gonna see all season. Like
Okay.
they know everybody's betting on it. They're, cooking up their formulas to the highest degree, and these lines are gonna be sharp. And
Okay.
if you didn't hop in a few days ago or even today, like these lines are going to move, and by game time, they're going to be super sharp. So it's tough.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
so
Cool.
you're thinking Knicks, I'm thinking Spurs.
Yeah.
One of us will be
I,
right, one of us will be wrong. So that's
yeah, we'll see. We should put a little wager on it. Um,
friendly banter.
yeah, no, not actually, but cool. So, who do you think's gonna lead the scoring series?
That's that's a tough one. It's like your obvious choices are like Brunson and Wimby, obviously, right?
Hmm.
But like as a former basketball player, I did not like how Wimby kind of like it seemed like in games like kind of 5 and 6 ish, it's like he didn't want to dominate the ball, and I kind of feel like the Spurs have to have that. So like if he doesn't do that as much, is he going to be the leading scorer? I don't know. Um, but
Right.
that's my two options. Do you see those, or do you see like somebody like Cat getting the? Because essentially, if you're going to have the most points, you're probably going to be the MVP, right?
Hmm.
So would you
Yeah,
say like would
if you
who?
win.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, if you win. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I, I don't think there's much value on Wemby just because he's like minus 160 or something.
Okay.
Um, I think there's good value on Brunson. He's like plus, I think like 150 or 160. And to me, I think him and Wemby should have the same line. I think
Hmm.
either of them could just simply pop off at any point. And if you look at like the two head-to-heads, like Brunson had a quiet game in one of them, and then he popped off in the other game.
Hmm.
And Wemby, it's hard to judge. He came off the bench one game and just didn't play his normal minutes, so um, it's tough to go off of those two games they played. But I think it's going to be Brunson or Wemby, and the value is just on Brunson, just because he has a better price, in my opinion.
Okay.
I
So it's,
think I think there are some sleeper options though, like OG Anunoby popped off for 28 in one of those games.
hmm
Wemby played. I mean, again, he came off the bench, but very interesting look because let me look it up. What his odds are? They're like
while
great.
you're looking it up, like the other one that's weird when you look at these two games is it's like Champagne had 36 or 33 in one game and then had three. So it's like
Yep.
which one shows up, or like if you want to look at dark horses like that, that's one that's interesting to me. Or like maybe Castle just goes off the whole series or something like that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. Well, what about rebounds? What do you think about rebounds?
I think I don't know the actual the line on Wimby, but I would imagine he probably has the worst odds. But it's like I think he will. Um, Cat kind of makes me nervous as to if he gets in foul trouble, which he does. But also, to be fair, Wimby gets in foul trouble too. But I
Right.
think it's kind of one of those things where, again, it's going to be either of those.
Mhm.
But I would tend to take. I think I would tend to take Towns more for the rebounds. I'll go with Towns. I'll go with Towns on that one.
Okay. Towns. Yeah, Towns is plus 140. Wemby's minus 170.
Okay.
And then for the points, Wemby's minus 175. This is FanDuel, by the way.
Okay.
Wemby's minus 175. Brunson's plus 155. And OG Anunoby is plus 4,000. So it's
For
like,
rebounds, that's not. I mean, it's not
no,
unheard
no,
of.
no, for points, for
Like
points.
oh, for points. Okay, okay, got you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think for, yeah, so I mean, he had 28 the one game. He could, he has a decent matchup. I mean, the Spurs aren't a good matchup for anybody, but um, he could, pop off at any point. And he's been arguably the most consistent player in the playoffs for the Knicks. He is consistently putting up good numbers. He had a couple games when he had the hamstring thing going on, but he's
Hmm.
been very consistent.
Yeah, he's actually a couple of the. He was one of my favorite persons to put in the parlays that we would do every day for the UDLR Twitter. His
Okay.
points like right around 12 to 15. He was super solid, like reliable for I think almost every game. I think there was one that he wasn't, but he was
Yeah.
right there. And I think
Overall, He's been reliable. But and then Josh Hart is another interesting rebound guy.
Mm-hmm.
He he's probably going to get a lot of off-ball rebounds. I mean, Wemby and Cat are going to be guarding each other a little bit, and they love to shoot threes. They're standing around the
Right.
three-point line. It's just like the Joel Embiid look. Like off-ball
Right.
rebounders are just going to clean up because they'll be away from the rim, and um, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, great looks for rebounds.
And that Josh Hart, I mean, that's just the motor that he has. I mean, that's who he is, you know. So,
Yep,
um,
absolutely.
do you think there's
Cool.
ever a game that he could get a triple double in as a line like that for Hart?
Hart, absolutely.
Okay.
Um, I definitely think so. I mean, it comes down to the assists because he'll
Uh,
definitely have a few games where he's over 10 rebounds.
right.
Um, so it really comes down to the assists, but he finds a way. He also, if he's getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of the time he gets his assist off of those fast break points. He'll
Okay.
just grab the rebound and go.
And kind of get it out like an outlet pass, kind of. Is what you're
Yep,
saying? Okay.
he's like the king of that. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's a chance. I wouldn't say it's likely, but definitely a chance.
Okay.
What about assists? Who do you think is going to lead in assists?
It's, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like Fox is the easy choice, but I was very unimpressed with Fox's overall. And I know he's got an injury, so I guess I shouldn't hold it too much against him. But I didn't like his activity in the Western Conference Finals.
yeah,
Um,
me too. I mean, I bet on him a few times and
I
complete
think that's
fumble.
probably why. Yeah, I did too, and I think that's probably why I was like, you know what, screw this guy. No. Um, but yeah, I think it's like I was looking at it. It's like I don't think Brunson's going to get enough in a series, but he does have those random games where he gets like 8 or 10 or whatever. But I think like as a whole, I mean, Castle could get it. Is there a line for Castle turnovers?
Yeah, seriously.
I know they took those away, but yeah, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I would go with I I say I say go with Brunson. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
go. I know it's a weird pick maybe, but I just don't. I wasn't impressed. Like I said, I wasn't impressed with Fox in this last series.
yep. So I also agree with Brunson,
Okay.
and I actually love his look. I mean, he's only plus 125, but so both games against the Spurs, he had 8 and 8. So he had 8 in each of the games. Let me see how he did the third time. I don't think he played though. Yeah, so he only played them twice. So 8 and 8, and he randomly popped off throughout this playoffs. He had a game with 14 assists. But the reason why I like it the most is Shea had a ton of assists versus Spurs, like way more than normal for him.
Right. Actually, it
Because
was when his line would come across, I'd be like, man, that seems high. You know, like for him.
yeah, then you go look at his stats, you're like, all right, maybe not.
Yeah, you're like, at what point are you like, okay, this is the actual number that's coming across, so I'm going to take that. But yeah, I just remember
Hmm.
looking at his lines a lot of times for assist and be like, wow, that's high. And then it's like
Yeah.
every time, you know. But so I wonder, so you bring that up. So I wonder if that's a really good point that you're making as well, where it's like, I think if Castle guards Brunson, I think that is a hard matchup for Brunson. So then does he become more of the point guard facilitator and dumping the ball off more? Like he's still going to get his points but
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's a really good point you're making there.
Yeah, and the Spurs, they did a lot to take out Shea.
Hmm.
And I wouldn't say the Knicks are better, like teammate wise, like off ball shooters and stuff, but they could knock down some shots. So I don't know if they'll send the same amount of help at Brunson. We'll see
Hmm.
how I guess Castle does, and if Brunson could get him in foul trouble or something. But definitely like the assist looks for him.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there's one we agree on, so that's good.
Yeah, true. Do you
uh,
have any like early bets that you're taking for game one?
I'm not yet. I do like. like to add in a parlay. I think it was. Let me pull it up here again and see if it's changed any. I don't think it has. But Wimby was at. I think it was like negative 200 for 25 points only, and it's like I felt like that's kind of a good one to plug into a parlay somewhere. Um,
Or what?
for points,
Just
I'm sorry.
25.
Yeah, just 25 points.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's gonna the Spurs. I think it was evident in that series. It was like it has to run through Wimby, and I think
Hmm.
in the offseason, I think they go get another shooter or player or somebody like that. But it's like kind of if you shut down Wimby, you kind of shut them down. Like Champagny has to have a good game for them to win, and
Hmm.
things like that. So I think it's gonna be game one. I think it's gonna be super excited. I think he's gonna go take a lot of shots, and I think that's where he'll end up somewhere around that line. I do also like Brunson for 25 points as we're looking at these points right now as well. He's negative 125. I feel like that's a really solid line as of right now.
Okay.
Um, what
Okay.
about you?
Um, I am on OG Anunoby. I talked
Okay.
about it a little bit earlier, just how consistent he's been. I just love that he had a big game already versus them. He's fully back healthy because his last two games, he's just he's done well.
Hmm.
What do you have the last two games? Yeah, so I mean it's against the Cavaliers. It's totally different and almost
Sure.
irrelevant, but it just shows that he's fully back healthy.
That hamstring's
32,
not bothering him, kind of, is what you're saying.
yeah. So
Okay.
32 and 28 points, rebounds, assists in his last two games. I'm not comparing that to the Spurs. I'm just saying, like, it looks like he's fully back, and he's shown to just be consistent when he's healthy.
Okay.
And um, yeah, like I said, he had the nice game versus them earlier in the year, and yeah, I'm also expecting him to guard Wemby a little bit. So hopefully,
Okay.
it also means that he's going to be on the court. Like, I think
Okay.
he's going to play high minutes, give him a chance to just hit a low line. The line is 23 and a half, by the way.
For
Took
I'm
the
sorry, for points
points, rebounds,
or
assists.
okay. Oh, I think
Yeah.
that's a smash then.
Yeah, points, rebounds, assists. The line just feels low for the minutes he's playing. He's healthy, and yeah, that's who I like for.
And you're saying a PRA, not just like the whole. I'm
Yep,
sorry.
PRA, points,
Okay.
rebounds, assists. That's my one official bet that I'm on so far. I'm definitely going to be adding a few more to VIP
Okay.
shortly. Um, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking into some of the future bets too that we talked about.
Okay.
Um, maybe some series props, some um, leading point scorers, assists, rebound. Gonna look at all that and make some final picks. So
Okay. Do you have a first basket scorer? Totally kidding.
I do not. I do
Man,
not know.
just throw a dart at the board in this case, but no.
Yeah, some people hit some crazy stuff off of those, but I
I
never really
actually
took
a
them.
crazy story was the first game of the year. I was just feeling frisky, it's like the first game or whatever, and uh, why am I? Sengun was 25,000 to one plus 25,000, and I threw a little bit on it, and he to hit a 3 pointer as his first shot. It was like when they were doing the method, and he literally
Ooh.
missed it at the. It was like when the shot clock was running down, and I thought it was good. Like I was like
Oh
standing up ready
man.
to celebrate, but I was
Ready
like,
to sprint
he
around the
did.
house.
Yes, because I was like, there's no way. Like as soon as he started to shoot, like I stood up and then he clanked it. I was like, man, like no.
Oh,
But it's
that's
like I
funny.
usually don't ever do those, but it's like the first game of the year. I was like, why not? Let's have some fun.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
I
Oh, that's
can't.
exciting.
I
It's
cannot. I
exciting
can get
that
it.
that he was even close.
Yeah, and it's like it's a classic. Like I almost hit this 55 leg parlay. Or the stories that you tell your friends. But that was one that I was just like, oh man, I almost had it. Like,
That's funny.
oh,
Well,
but yeah. Do you have any other like I know the double doubles they're usually not very good line wise or anything like I'm gonna pull up the combos here. But it's like yeah, like a double double. It's like Wemby's negative are minus 310, and Towns is minus 210, and then Hart's plus 270. So it's like I don't feel like there's really much value there. Maybe
No,
Brunson, he's plus 480. I mean, maybe.
yeah, it's just one of those things where you gotta see the schemes. You gotta see certain things from game one. Um, it's just like kind of random.
They have a quadruple double line for Wimby. That would be
Oh
insane.
gosh, bro, I was looking at the FanDuel like, let me see, it's like the series props and the series quote unquote popular props. They're
Hmm.
trying to like make it sound like popular things. I I don't see any of them hitting. Like they're just like one-way predatory markets on
Sure.
FanDuel. Just people like, oh, plus 1,000, oh, plus 5,000. I'm like, I don't know if any of these are gonna hit. Like they're just trying to get people, to just give them some
Because
money.
I was gonna say they know that people will be there watching the game.
Yeah, they'll just bet on anything and they put it like the first thing you see. So, I would just be careful with all those.
Okay.
Like just be careful with the quadruple doubles and the um, things like that. But yeah. So anyway, I think we should just kind of move on here.
Sure.
Um, good NBA Finals talk. We could circle back after Game One and see how everything goes. But how about for MLB? What are you looking at today? Maybe some of your favorite looks. What do you got?
So for a homer, I mean, it's always a home runs are home runs. They're random sometimes. But I really do like Olson today, and also too in the same line, Acuna has been absolutely obliterating the ball as of lately. So he would be another good one as well. So I guess those two Braves would probably be my options
Okay.
for today that I like.
Who's
But
pitching for who are they playing again?
the Braves, who are they? Are they playing the Blue Jays? I think.
Oh, yep, the Blue yeah, Gausman.
Yep, yep.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, Kuna's had like a home run in four straight, right?
yeah, and I think he had two home runs in one of the games as well. So
Okay.
he was
Yeah,
all
he's
over
definitely
our
heating up.
home run model, and it was like let's get this pre-scheduled tweet ready for his home run today.
Dude, he just gets like that. It just goes on fire. It's so
Well, it's
fun
like
to
I think
watch.
baseball's really fun that way, where it's like it's very much a streak sport, where it's like you could really ride some. Like what was the I can't remember how you say the guy for the White Sox, but I just call him the Southside Samurai because that's his nickname. But it was like him and Montgomery; they hit home runs together for like 4 or 5 straight games. It's like, how would that ever
Mm,
happen? Like, and then
mm.
it's just weird how things like that happen in baseball more than you think they do.
Yeah, 100%. It's it's crazy like when guys just get hot, they just go into the zone and
Hmm.
nothing else matters.
Like Marte
Uh,
is a good example as of recently. It's like, I mean, I think he was like 17 out of 25 at one point or something like that, and it was just like how do you not put money on that?
right. I'm
um,
I'm happy Acuna's finally waking up because I think I'm for 30 plus home runs this year,
oh,
and
okay.
it was looking bleak for a little bit. So I'm
I
happy
did
he's
one.
finally
Uh,
heating up.
I did one like that in for the UDLR Twitter, the futures, and Riley Green's that person for me right now. It's like I think he just hit 5 yesterday, and I'm just like I had him for 30 plus, and he's the one that's just dragging that futures bet down. Like everybody else
Oh
is
man.
pretty solid. I had Montgomery on
Mhm.
there. I had Junior on there. It's just like okay, those are good, and then it was like oh wonderful, like Riley Green 5, and we're into June. But to be fair, he
Right.
could have like a 10 home run month, and then you're right back in the running for it. So,
Yep. Yeah, no,
um,
100%.
but
Cool.
as
And what about like just regular looks for today? I know you
uh,
mentioned some home runs, but do you have any
yeah,
like total base props or anything like that?
yeah, I really like Jaron Duran. Let me find his line here so I can give the proper um, or what he's done in the last
He's been
games.
heating up
So,
too a bit.
what is it?
He's been heating up as well.
Yeah, so he is his last 8 games. He has 13 hits, 6 runs, and 8 RBIs. So I really like him for 2 plus here. today, and they're
Uh,
playing the Orioles. And I think Shane Baz is on the mound, or Boz. I can't remember how you say it exactly, but it's a pretty. So he doesn't have a great career matchup against him, but also he's super hot right now. So it's like I tend to lean more into the hitter being in the zone um, in these type of matchups. But it's like that's a pretty tasty little bit right there that he's done over the last whatever 8 games that was
yeah.
at hitting streak 8 games, and so I like that one. And then for total bases on the um, I'm trying to think who I picked today. Did you have anybody that you picked that you like today?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. I think
Okay.
VIP had about 14 plays today, so
Okay.
I really like a lot. Some of the plays I put out on Twitter, though, I definitely really like. Um, Jeremy Pena,
Okay.
he's a good look. He's, you know, had a few home runs recently, some doubles, but he's singled in the last 12 of 15 games.
Oh, nice.
And the main risk for him today versus I think Bubba Chandler is Chandler walks more guys than anybody else in the whole MLB
Okay.
per game. But Pena, you don't have to worry about that. He's going to swing early and often, and he swings at the first pitch all the time. So he
Okay.
just needs to see one or two of Chandler's fastballs, and I think he could easily just continue his crazy single streak.
Okay.
Um, that's one that I like. Who did you have? Did you find it?
Yeah, I picked Taylor Trammell, so we'll stay with the Astros. But his line for it was just actually one total base was minus 140. I thought that was a really good line because he was just coming off a 7 game hitting streak, so he's at least hitting the ball. And basically, if you're a total base, it's one hit is what you're looking for. And same kind of thing what you were saying, where it's like maybe he gets walked, but I think he ends up getting a hit today and cashing that. I really like when the total bases are point 0.5 and they're like within reason of the minus. It's not like a minus 200 or a minus 190. Like that's kind of I don't really like it at that line. But a 140, it's like I'll take that chance.
Yeah. I mean, it's really for them to just get a hit, so even if they're going to get one,
And then
definitely.
the other one, or Jaron Duran was who I picked for our video play of the day for Twitter. So that's the two I really really like today.
Okay. Nice. I don't know what happened here with my camera, but
Oh,
um, yeah,
do you have a
yeah.
home run that you like today or
Um, home runs are tough. I haven't made many home run bets this year.
okay,
Definitely would just reference the UDLO model.
okay,
I saw Jordan at the top. We were talking about Pena before. It's all about if he sees strikes,
hmm,
like Chandler loves to walk guys, like I said before. But if Jordan gets a pitch that he likes, I think he's 100% going to homer today.
okay,
He's been seeing some tough pitches.
hmm,
There are pitchers recently. He's seen, I forget who it was off the top of my head, but it's been like three or four pitchers that it's pretty obvious why he's only one out of the last 4 games with two plus bases.
do you
So
know how to say the pitcher for the Brewers last name? I don't know how to say it properly yet. um
uh,
the but the
I'm not even gonna try.
That's what I'm
Straight
saying.
up
So it's like
Mizrahi.
when
Mizrahi.
when I make my
Mizrahi.
video play of the day, I always try to like pronunciate it correctly, because it's like I think it's a respect thing. Like if you're going to use somebody's name, you should try to pronounce it correctly. But I'm always just like, yeah, the guy for the Brewers that throws 150 miles per hour. But that was their matchup on Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, totally. Good luck hitting a home run.
Definitely.
But also, I guess
Yeah.
the law of physics is if he's throwing that fast, if Yordi connects with it, it's going over the wall.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cool. All right, man. No, sounds good. I think a lot of good looks today for MLB, and love that we covered the NBA Finals. This was definitely fun.
Yeah, I
I
really enjoyed
think
this.
I think maybe we could run it back later this week, maybe after the game plays out on Wednesday, and um, maybe start cooking for game 2 or something, and
Okay.
we could even talk about some UFC on Friday.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Definitely for sure.
Cool. All right, man. Well, enjoy your Tuesday and game 1 of the NBA Finals, and we'll talk soon.
All right, man. You take it easy.